Grand Rising, powerful beings. I'm so excited to be here for another episode of Ed Talks Daily. Today, this rising, we're going to be talking about transforming low energies to high energies. What exactly does that mean, transforming low energies to high energies? Sometimes we wake up in a specific way that's not the best way, right? We wake up with anxiety, we wake up with frustration, we wake up with anger, we wake up with all types of things that are not just in our minds, but in our bodies. And because we're waking up with these things in our bodies, they carry throughout the day. So you want to watch this video if you're starting off your day off wrong, if you're starting off your day with anxiety, with stress, with frustration. I'm going to be talking about transforming your low energies into high energies. So keep tapping in with me and let's grow. Energy state, you could transform a low energy state to a higher state of being. So let's say you wake up frustrated, pissed off, and angry, right? And we all had those. I had that moment today. So I'm not talking about something because I want to separate myself from you. I am you. What I learned is how to converge, how to transform, right? So this rising, I was pissed off. You know how you put in work so much on something and then you start having expectations, which are not really the best things for your high energies, and then you don't reach those expectations, so you get frustration. Or when you have expectations of other people and they don't meet that expectation, so you have frustration. And sometimes we just like, let me light up the sage, maybe that'll clear the energy. Yeah, it'll do something. But you have to light up the sage of your mind, right? You have to use certain priming activities to move yourself into a better state of being. So if you're tapping in live, y'all share this video to 5 friends, comment done. Help a brother out. Help us reach more people. So transforming low energies to high energies is about first acknowledging that, how are you feeling right now, right? And I like to say belittle your negative or low energies. This is what I mean. I'm not saying not to pay attention to them, but belittle them. I'm a little bit stressed. I'm a little bit anxious. I'm a little bit frustrated right now. Why I say that? When people say, oh, this your little business or this your little whatever, I want you to little those limiting emotions. What do I mean by that? If you consume by the big emotion of frustration, then you stay in it. But if you say, I'm a little frustrated, it just means, oh, it's a little frustration, which means I can do a big action to get out of the frustration. If you say, I'm a little angry, oh, I can respond much better so I can step into fairness, right? I'm a little sad. I can then get into joy. So when you put little in front of it, it's not that you're saying, oh, your emotions are not important or what your energies are trying to communicate to you is not important. All it's saying is this. Oh, this is happening, but this is not the biggest thing. I am much bigger than this. That's where the power comes from. This is happening, but this is not the biggest thing in the world. I am way more powerful than this circumstance, this situation. So first starts with acknowledgement of how you woke up, how you rose, how you're feeling, where you're currently at, what low energy states are you in, and then making a decision that you're going to breathe your way out of it. You're going to move your way out of it. You're going to speak your way out of it. You're going to do certain actions that transform your being. It's hard to be grateful and frustrated. It's hard to be grateful and fearful. It's hard to be grateful and regretful. It's hard to be grateful and frustrated. It's also hard to be in love and to be filled with hate. By that I mean not in love. It's hard to exude love, feel the love, experience love, and then still be in hate. So there's something about big, empowering emotions that take you out of those little draining ones. So how do we get into those? So today I was talking about most people have an imagination of the past, right? They visualize what happened, so they relive the horror story, the horror movie of something that happened in the past that may have been traumatic, that may have been hurtful, that may have brought them pain. So imagine if you have about 60 to 70 thoughts a day, and all of these thoughts are bringing about a scary movie. That's no good, right? If all the thoughts that you have are about a scary movie, then you're going to be experiencing a scary life. The final destination of your life is not in the past. The final destination of your life, who knows what is that? Right? Somebody said it's death. Nah, death is a energy exchange. So you're like, bro, why am I living a final destination movie in my mind about what may possibly happen, what accident may possibly happen, what horrible thing may possibly happen, when you can visualize heaven in your mind? Why do we live in hell visualizing all the things that heated us up in the past, all the things that was painful, all the things that was dreadful, when we could visualize heaven? Now, when I was a kid, I was scared of going to heaven. I was like, heaven is not going to be fun. To sit around and praise God, I was a foolish kid, right? I thought you'd have to do stuff, play games, and watch TV to have fun. But I found out that heaven is a state of bliss, right? When you are in tune with everything and you're giving praise, extreme gratitude, when there's joy, like that's heaven. Do you know you can experience heaven on earth? Heaven on earth is within you. So the thing about heaven is that it gets rid of earth. So you don't have to deal with the misfortunes of earth, the sins of earth, the systems of men. So that's what, when we read about heaven in the Bible, the difference is the earth is forgoed. Now, the heaven within you is when you're not experiencing hell within. And here's what I mean by that. Hell within is the fire that gets built up within you as inflammation, which is called the limiting emotional states. That's hell within. Limiting emotional states that build up the fire of inflammation within your own body. I want you to hear that. Limiting emotional states that build the fire of inflammation within your body. What do I mean by that? If you reside in resentment, if you reside, where the joy resides is not in resentment. Where the joy resides is not in anger. Where the joy resides is not in frustration. It resides in gratitude and joy. So if you entertain those emotional states that are very limiting, that drains your energy, then you are missing out on the opportunity to experience heaven on earth. And what I mean by that is you can transform your energy. How do you transform your energy? First, you have to use your physiology. I'm getting hot. I'm getting hot out here. So here's how you transform your physiology. Tony Robbins talks about this a whole lot, right? And like I said, I've realized I've been practicing what he's been teaching, but I just haven't been putting these words like that. So transforming your physiology is when you realize what's happening in your structural body. Let's say your body's like this, and you realize you're caved in and you have no energy and your face is like this. The first thing you do is pop your chest out. So if you're listening, you bring your chest up. Just by bringing your chest up, relaxing your shoulders, bringing your chin up, you actually increase the testosterone in your body by up to 30%. Your cortisol levels go down by like 20%, which means you get more dominance, more energy to do stuff, and less stress to pull you back. So when you feel in a low energy state, the best thing you could do is bring your shoulders back, relax, bring your chest out, say it with your chest, son, right? Reason why you do that is it literally transforms the way you feel. So I want you to watch your posture. Posture determines structure. Structure determines function, and function determines the quality of your life. So if your posture is like this right now, one of the major things you can do, and if you're listening, you can't see me, if your shoulders are rounded, your back is rounded, and your spine is out of alignment, and your head is down, what you want to do is you want to rotate the shoulders back, relaxing the shoulders, bringing the chin up, popping the chest out. And then from that point on, you need to breathe out those frustration. Breathe out the anger, right? I teach you how to drum out the anger, how to exercise the anger out. But one of the things you can do by yourself is simply this. Take some really fast breaths, or just take some slow healing breaths. One or the other. Now, what is that going to do? First is taking yourself from the situation. Sometimes we're either stuck on the past, we're focused on a possible future that might be dreadful, but we don't know for sure, or we are letting one thing take over our present. So when we get in the present moment, hit your chest, right? Hit your chest, say, I can do this, right? Do a movement that gets you out of your comfort zone. Like push, like move, wave your hands, right? And say, I'm getting out of this, right? And then speak the opposite. You have to give yourself a speech, right? I tell you, you can come and listen to me, but when you listen, when you become the motivator for you, it's another level. The motivation that sprouts within leads to higher transformation. Me, I'm like a jumper cable, right? I'm just jumping you, right? But you have to be able to sprout that energy. However you rose up, you got to rise out of that. Unless you rose up with your power already. So here's what I mean. If you rose up drained, tired, sluggish, anxious, depressed, frustrated, resentful, worried, fearful, not only can you breathe those things out of your body, but you could move those things out of your body. You can massage those things out of your body. You can do so much to get rid of the tension because your emotions then get stuck in your tissues. Now you might ask me, oh, what are the specific exercises for me to do about that? Well, you got to come to the Qigong class. Try Qigong.com. That's TRYQIGONG.com. Right? And then you'll be able to learn how to specifically. Or come to the Rise and Prime. That's when I teach you how to transform your energy from a low state to a high state. So what are these things? We're talking about a postural change. You can be in a low energy state right now sitting down, and all you really have to do is sit at the edge of your chair, right? I was teaching that the other day, and how just changing the way you sit can change the way you feel. Just like changing the way you stand can change the way you feel. So healing has to do with your posture. So I want you to stop doing this, bring your chest out. And you're like, yo, I knew that already. Well, this is a kind reminder, right? A lot of times we know stuff, but we forget it because we're not applying it. So your posture determines your structure determines your function. So if you find yourself low, bring your chest up and stand high. Now, what else can I do, Ed, to transform a low energy to a high energy? Well, first of all, I want you to ask yourself this question. Do you want to experience life in the low energy state or in the high energy state? Do you want to experience yourself with limiting emotions or empowering emotions? Do you want to create hell within you or heaven within? That's the question. Now, whatever the answer is to that question, that's going to be your pulling force, right? Not what I said, right? It's what you want. This isn't about me. This podcast is never about me. Even when I tell my story, it's about you. It's about what you're going to do, right? Now, what I take from it and do in my life is up to me. But here's what I'm asking you. When you feel frustrated and resentful and angry, how do you enjoy that experience? Do you enjoy the tension you feel? Do you enjoy yourself being stirred up? Or do you like yourself being at peace? A simple question. Good day, Izzy. Good day, Mia. Good day, Rosalind. We're going to talk. Good to see y'all. So how do you experience these states? So let the pulling one pulls you and let the draining one go. Now, not only are the energies, somebody said, well, you made me feel this way. I remember talking to somebody one time. I was like, man, every time I see your face, I just get angry. And it was not them that was the issue. It was that I wasn't communicating what I was feeling about the situation. So the person reminded me of what I didn't communicate, which got me angry. Or it reminded me what they did that I didn't tell them that they did. So they stayed in the dark, so I stayed in my darkness. So sometimes to get out of a limiting emotional state is that you need to get something out of your throat. What is it you need to get out of your throat? I'm telling you, conversations change situations. A lot of times you just need to have one solid conversation, and the resentment, the anger, the frustration leaves your body. And somebody said, yo, is this kind of like simple? let's say you frustrated with someone because you thought they moved your stuff. Like I would get upset sometimes when I can't find something, and I would blame somebody in the house, and they have nothing to do with it. I'm frustrated and resentful and angry. Those three walk in together. Frustration, resentment, anger. Frustration, resentment, anger. Frustration, resentment, anger. Frustration. Do you want to experience life this way? I'm not telling you what I don't know. I'm not telling you what I don't do at times, but I'm also telling you how I transform it. Here's my single process of getting rid of frustration, resentment, and anger based on a false conclusion. If you conclude, you will get to a conclusion. That's what I like to call it. You will remember. Conclusions leads to conclusions. I just mean you're going to keep hitting yourself up in the head just because you made a conclusion about what you thought was happening. Here's what I mean. You can't find your toothbrush. You're like, why is she always moving my toothbrush? Why she hide my toothbrush? Why he left this on the stove? Here's what I want you to do. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, do I want to experience the frustration of not finding my toothbrush and the frustration about the frustration? No, I want to brush my teeth. Breathe in, breathe out. I forgive whoever may have or may have not moved my toothbrush, including myself, because there's a chance I may have moved this toothbrush. So first, we acknowledge the feeling. We ask ourselves, do I want to feel this way? And we automatically forgive any parties that may or may not have to do with it. I want you to hear this, because there's a chance that you're making it up. So first, you identify what's happening. You make a decision that you don't want to experience how you're experiencing this. And then you forgive the parties. Either the person you concluded was the result of it or yourself. A lot of times, it's you. Okay, let me whisper. A lot of times, it's you that's causing the frustration, right? So this Rising, I was so frustrated because I was like, why nobody showed up to Rising Prime today? I mean, I thought they would show up, blah, 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 blah. Turns out I didn't send the link. I'm like, don't. It was your mess up. But if you automatically forgive the party that may have done it, or just yourself, you would have let go of all that so fast. So we have to make forgiveness a stronger superpower. People think when they read the word is trying to help you help them. I want you to hear this. So it says, forgive, do unto others as you do to yourself. Forgive others as you forgive yourself. God ain't trying to necessarily protect them. He's trying to protect you. Because resentment is worse. Look, somebody said, I'm going to show them. So I'm going to show them. So you hold them in your heart. I'm going to show them. They don't deserve no space in my life. I'm going to show them. So you hold this person in your heart. You're tightening your heart, causing your blood not to flow, hurting yourself. Resentment does not hurt the person you're resenting against. Sometimes they have no clue. They're just living my life, walking the way down the street, doing bad, breaking hearts. Da-da-da-da-da. They're out here walking down the street, breaking hearts, and you're holding them in your heart. Why are you doing that? Every day I'm walking down the street, breaking the heart of every girl I meet. And then the other girls hold me in their hearts. Hey, and I say, childhood memories. Okay. Anyways, y'all know that Arthur reference, right? But I'm just saying, don't let them walk down the street all having fun, doing their thing, breaking some more hearts, and then you holding them in your heart. Let them go so you can grow. Can I get an amen for that one? Comment that amen. Let them grow so you can, let them go so you can grow. Here's what I mean by that. It does not hurt the person you hold anger towards. It hurts you. You will not be hurt for your anger. You will be hurt by your anger. Anger affects the liver. Not only does it affect the liver, it tightens your chest. And as a woman, it shrugs your shoulders. And let's say you're angry at him and you're fearful of them. Guess what happens? You're like this. Your shoulders are shrugged, your butt is tight, your hamstrings tight, and your back is hurting. So you're walking all uptight because you're angry at them. You're angry at them, and then now you're holding it within. Stop being angry at them and holding it within. That serves nobody, right? So somebody says, I'm going to show them. No. Don't show them nothing. Listen, if somebody got on your stage and they okay, the Lord don't want me to curse. And they all over your stage, right? Don't keep them on that stage. Get out. Like, well, they shit on my stage. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them a spot. Wait. You mean this person is on your mind and you like, let me give them a space on my mind. So I'm going to think about them on Monday when I wake up, Tuesday when I wake up, Wednesday when I wake up. Come on. What you doing? Let them go so you can grow. Okay? So not only do you let the people go so you can grow, you gotta let the emotions go. So let's go a review. The review I was saying frustration, anger, and resentment happens together. Here's what happened. Frustration is that little burst in the moment. The anger is a memorized response to the little burst in the moment. The resentment is a conclusion that keeps repeating itself. So it's a cycle. So first, you get frustrated. And then frustration within about 2-3 seconds. Okay. Maybe I went a little too harsh there. I've just been going all in. I've just been expressing myself all out. So that's just how I am now, right? So you're just a little frustrated. Then you're like, oh. Now, every time you see that thing, you resent whoever you thought did it. Now, I've experienced resentment from my stepmom, right? But I know why she got frustrated. Because she said, don't leave your stuff there. I'm like, okay, I get it. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry. So frustration. Don't leave your stuff there. Frustration, anger. I'm like, come on. I'm sorry. My brain, I'm trying to change, but the way my brain is set up, I got a pass bank account and a check. Okay, that's Kevin Hart's joke. Never mind. I'm trying to change, but so over time, somebody gets so frustrated with you, now they're just angry with you. And then after so much frustration and anger, they resent you. But guess who's being hurt? They're being hurt more than you. Because you out here, you just doing whatever. You just throwing shit on the floor. You're like, I'll just do whatever I do. And every time they see it, they get mad. So I'm saying this to say, bro, sis, brother, sister, we have to let go of these things, not for their sake, but for our sake. We have to forgive, not for their sake, but for our sake. Forgive them, for they don't know what they're doing. Man, does the word tell you everything you need to know? Let's say the cop doing some dumb stuff. Forgive them, for they don't know what they do. Now, you're like, bro, we have to do something. Well, you can do something, take an action, but what is being angry about what the cops did gonna do for you? The cops did something horrible. Man, I see it, I'm frustrated. But me taking on all that frustration, talking it to my sister, my cousin, the person down the street, and then waking up with resentment. I hate the system. You're taking in the anger, the resentment. Now you're turning into fear. And now you're slowly breaking down your immune system. Let me tell y'all a secret that's not a secret. They know how to take control of your mind, get you sick, and kill you. And by they, I mean they literally trying to do that. Okay? By they, I mean the people who are evil because they made money their God. They made the system their God. They made the false power their God. So they really don't give anything about you, right? I care for you. I'm telling you the truth. If I didn't care about you, I wouldn't tell you the truth. I would just say, buy my product, y'all. But I'm not here for you to buy my product. In fact, I'd love for y'all to buy my products. But I want to help you free your mind. The media knows how to control you. Let me give you a little secret. They want you to watch that video. You know why they put it out? So you can get angry. So you can get frustrated. So you can get resentful. So then you could get sick and fearful. So then you could go buy their drugs. So then you can go in their system. So you can go fill up their jails. So you can go and buy the pseudo products that claim that it's going to heal you. It's a system. Fear is how you control. I don't want you to be in fear. I would like for you to be encouraged. To be encouraged, you have to step in your courage. It's of the heart. It's a heart thing. If your heart is bombarded by loneliness, sadness, grief, resentment, anger, fear, frustration, worry, that's too much. That's too much. And they're throwing it all at you. Everywhere you go. You're getting it from your family because your family is getting it from their work. And the work is getting it from the boss. And the cycle. And unless we get in a healing circle where we say, let's let go of all these energies. So let's do something right quick. Let's do something. I was doing this in the Rising Prime. All right, here's what we're going to do. You're going to lean and swipe the dust off your shoulder. Like, I just want you to feel, what's the negative energy you feel? Just swipe it off. I just want you to do this right now. Just, man, I'm dusting. What's the resentment? Come on, anger, fear, frustration. Come on, wipe it off. Wipe it off. Woo! I feel the goosebumps too. I'm wiping that stuff. Come on, get off me. Get off. Every day you got to do that. Not just from physical, but from mental. I show the body drumming stuff. I show the breathing. The affirmations. Just speaking with power. Putting some powerful music in the background. Going all in there. It'll transform your life. Like Izzy said, the fourth branch of the military is the media. Yo, let me touch on this one point, right? You know why there's a lot of sexual traumas? And you know why a lot of people are becoming more and more there's an attack on relationships. There's an attack on synchroning the masculine and feminine energy. Make the feminine more masculine, make the masculine more feminine. We'll confuse the crap out of them. Right? Make women hate men, make men hate women. Make women use men, men use women. Right? And let's diminish the self-esteem of both parties. Right? And let's just make money the token for these people to do the acts. That's all it works. It's a system. If you fall into the system, you don't become conscious, you'll get lost in it. That's my message, and I'm sticking to it, y'all. So transforming a low energy to a high energy starts with an external action. External action is a powerful movement. I'm getting out of this situation. I'm letting them go so I can grow, right? So what we're going to do at this final session is we're going to speak these affirmations. And I want y'all to tap into the fullness of this. Click the link in my bio after this video. You're going to have two options. And most times, nobody does it. And it's okay, right? I'm not blaming you. I'm not shaming you. I love you. But click the link in my bio. Try a class tomorrow. 10 a.m. Eastern time. I'm having a Qigong class. Now, you never heard of it before. But you probably never heard of it because they ain't trying to let you know about how to transform your life. Qigong is how you get rid of emotions from an internal, physical, and spiritual level. Breathing, moving, massaging, drumming. That's Qigong. We're going to do that in the Rising at 10 a.m. Eastern. Either you go to Try Qigong, TryGiNOGNG, .eventbrite.com, or you click the link in my bio. Trust me, y'all don't want to miss this class. Go do it right now. Exit the video and then come back. Go to my link in my bio. Click the link And then you're gonna see two things: rise and prime your day with a tribe. That's on Monday and Friday. And then you're gonna say self-care release class. Join that. I'm gonna teach you how to release it from your body. And how much it costs? How much it costs, guys? Free. Okay, so why are you not signing up? But anyways, I'm gonna show you how you can transform your energy. Let's say you rose up and you're frustrated, you're angry. First thing you do is this, and I'm gonna show you a 5-minute portion. And if you're listening to the podcast and you're not watching, then I'm sorry. You better tap in because you can't see me, but you can still do it with me. Okay, so I'm gonna show you something. First thing you're gonna do is you jump up and down, and you're like, "Why you want me to jump up and down? I don't do that." Well, nobody's looking at you, and I want you to confide in you. Okay, confide in yourself. Jump up and down. Transform your life. That's what I'm gonna do on live. Here's how you do it. I did this rising. Put on some music, and don't get weird. Hey, you just gonna move, okay? So I just want you to jump. See how you can transform your energy by jumping up and down. So just jump. So listen, you can't think yourself out of a problem. It don't work that way. Jump. Jump. You just jump up, put some music up, jump. Jump. This is how you transform your state. Just doing some fast, active movement in 5 minutes. Jump. Now dancing. So dancing releases chemicals in your brain that get you to a different level of mind. Okay? So you wanna dance. Is text give me and I'll get you the name. So they found out just dancing, getting your chest up, jumping, but I'm angry right now. It's all in there. Do your dance. Do that dance. And jump again. Raise your arm like you're in the club. You know how you can be tired and you go to the club and you start dancing and you feel good? That's how you transform your face. Pop the chest. You just want to dance. Move your body. Come on, move. 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 You're not stuck to how you feel because you can intentionally feel. Come on now. Yes. This is why I like to start because of that jazz. Yeah. Come on. Oh, transforming your state starts with movement, dancing, chest up, jumping, and I'm gonna show you some more. Of course, I can't show you this whole thing, but this is a podcast. I have to tap into the class, Rise and Prime, in my Bible. They're like, whew. So after you do something like that, you jump up and down, you dance, you move, you smile, you just Harlem Shake. You go crazy, right? Do the go crazy challenge. After you do that, what do? You do a radical breathing exercise. You're like, a radical breathing exercise? Why I gotta do that? Well, you have to breathe. This is a major way of transforming your state. So what I like to recommend is the fire breath, right? You're gonna go down, breathe in and exhale coming up. Okay? And normally you want to dismantle the past emotional state. This is what I mean by dismantling the past. If you're frustrated, then you have to say, listen, I'm determined to find a solution to this problem. Right? So let's make that the affirmation for today. So as you breathe in, go down, breathe out. Think it in your mind. I'm determined to find a solution to this problem. Keep thinking that in your mind. Do that radical breathing movement. Go down, breathe in. Go up, breathe out. And just keep saying, I'm determined to find a solution to this problem. I'm determined to find a solution to this problem. I'm determined to find a solution to this problem. I'm determined to find a solution to this problem. I'm determined to find a solution to this problem. I'm determined to find. Frustration is something Feels like, I need to, but I can't. I'm determined to find a solution to this problem. I'm determined to find a solution to this problem. So keep breathing in and breathing out and doing that motion. I've been trying to get my music popping for y'all, but keep doing that, okay? So as you keep doing that radical motion, you're going to feel your body start to transform, right? And the power lies in not just the breath, but it lies in your intention. It lies in the energy that's going through your body. So I am the solution to this problem. I am the solution to this problem. Now, you can hit your chest dramatically. I can, I will, I must. Right? E.T. came up with that trilogy of words. My brother E.T. changed my life. I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must. I can, I will, I must. I'm courageous, I'm strong, I have the power to push through any wall that comes my way. I am courageous, I'm empowered, I have the courage to push through any wall that comes my way. Now you're like, why do I want to say that? You want to transform your state with some powerful motion, with some movement, with some energy in motion. Not just like, oh, I am powerful, I'm courageous, I can push through. Come on. I need you to say it with your chest. Okay? I don't want none of that. I can do it. It's no. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do it all the way. You know what I'm saying? That's how you transform it. Okay? So, when you dramatically move, when you breathe, when you say affirmations, when you say these incantations, like Tony says, what you're doing is you transform the way you feel. You transform your state. When you bring your chest up like this, you can't, there's no weakness. What's that kid said? No weakness. When you're like this, it's easy to say, oh, I feel weak. But when you're like this, no weakness. No weakness. No weakness, right? These are a couple ways to dramatically transform the way you feel so you can heal. The power to heal is in your hands. The power to transform your state is in your hands. The power to rejuvenate your energy is all up to you. But you gotta be determined. You have to be motivated. You have to be ambitious. And you have to be relentless. Don't settle for that low energy. Not from other people. Not from yourself. Not from your mama, your sister, your cousin. Let that energy go so you can grow. Listen, if you feel down right now, just jump up and down. I want you to dramatically say, I can push through this. I can push through any wall that comes my way. I am blessed. I am highly favored. The body is weak, but the spirit is willing. My body is weak, but the spirit is willing. Right? Whatever you feel, you want to transform it with your words so you can heal. The power of life and death is in the tongue. So you have to be able to speak power to your life. Don't hold it back. I used to kind of hold back from you, I ain't gonna lie. But I realized when I stop holding back, there's a transformation that happens. So when you go to the mirror, I want you to go to the mirror and look at your face. And just be like, I can do it. Who's they? Forget they. This is my life. I can create this life. Forget them. You transform your life. It's a different energy. When you say, man, no matter what comes my way, I can push through this situation. I know I was just a little frustrated, but now I'm standing to my big joy. I was a little depressed, but now I'm taking control of my health. I was a little tired and sluggish, but now I'm bringing vitality into my body. I was a little lazy and inconsistent, but now I am stepping into consistency, and I am taking forth the actions that will transform my life. This is my message, y'all. I can keep going because we can keep growing, but your boy gots to go because I got some more things to do. So I want to thank y'all for tapping into this episode. And guess what, y'all? You can actually join go to edtalksdaily.com right now and subscribe to the podcast. That's edtalksdaily.com. Subscribe to the podcast. And what that's gonna do, there's a email list where you could click, and you're gonna get in the email list so you can get these audio version of these episodes. Tap into these episodes, and you see. So my disclaimer for my content is that I always say we. That's because when I show up, even the subjects, I'm like, what am I gonna talk about today? And I get a title. Then I'm like, how I'm gonna say it, and I get the words. So I always give gratitude to God, the Most High, for helping me do the podcast. So this is not just for me, it's channeled through me, and I'm just being able to serve you. So I want to keep serving you through my podcast. All you got to do is subscribe by going to edtalksdaily.com. And by doing so, you're going to tap in. And I'll see you when I see you. Click the link in my bio for that Qigong class to really release the energies and stress from your body. All you got to do is go to trygigong.com, and you'll be able to tap in. I'll put the website up for you. And yeah, peace and love, my friends. Peace and love. Try Qigong.com, and I'll see you when I see ya. Yes, I enjoyed this. This was fun.